Okay, folks, we are now putting on the new timing belt. You're going to start with a very right camshaft, and your timing mark should be aligned. Now, you're going to want to counter-rotate your camshaft about 20 teeth or so. And you're going to put a wire tie to tie the camshaft and the timing belt. Then you're going to rotate clockwise about 10 teeth and put another wire tie on. Then you're going to rotate another 10 teeth and you should be back on time, and you're going to put another wire tie. You're going to want at least 3 wire ties on here so the timing belt will not move on this camshaft. Make sure you align cam number 2. Once it is aligned, stretch the timing belt across cam number 2. Once it's tight, get a wire tie and tie the timing belt to the camshaft. You're still going to want to put about 3 ties on here so it will not move. Okay, if your camshaft and timing belt do not mesh, rotate your camshaft slightly clockwise and then tie it down. And when you move it back counterclockwise, it should remove all the slack from the timing belt and the camshaft. And now we're going to stretch the timing belt across the water pump and up to the 3rd camshaft. Now, you might want, and I highly suggest, to have your partner with a 17 wrench holding this camshaft in place, because you do not want these 2 camshafts shifting out of time while you're working on the 3rd camshaft. Now, before you place the timing belt on this camshaft, you want to move this camshaft clockwise 1 tooth. And the reason we are going to do that is because we want to make sure there is no slack in the timing belt. So, place the timing belt on the camshaft, wire tie it down, and then while your partner is still holding this camshaft with a 17 wrench, use your 17 wrench to rotate this camshaft counterclockwise until it is aligned or back aligned with the timing mark on your engine. Now we're going to move on to camshaft number 4. You need your partner holding camshaft number 3, because camshaft number 3 wants to try and shift clockwise. It's got about 30 or 40 pounds of force opposing you. Now, as your partner is holding the 3rd camshaft, stretch the timing belt across camshaft number 4. And once you've got it tight, place your wire ties on the camshaft. You're still going to want about 3 wire ties on this camshaft. Now, your spanner wrench will tension the tensioner pulley on the left side. But before you do that, you need to remove all the slack from the right side. Before removing slack from the right side, replace your auto tensioner with the retaining pin still in. Do not remove the retaining pin at this time. Make sure your crankshaft pulley is on time. If it's on time, counter-rotate it 1 tooth. Then place your timing belt onto the crankshaft pulley. Then rotate clockwise until there is no slack on the right side. If there is no slack on the right side and your crankshaft pulley is on time, you are ready to move on. Before removing slack from the right side, place your partner on cam number 1 with a 17 millimeter wrench, and while you are trying to remove the slack from the right side, your partner is going to oppose you. And the reason your partner is up here opposing you is to keep your time keep your camshaft in time. Make sure you put tension right here while your partner is tensioning the pulley with a spanner wrench. The reason for this is because as your partner is putting tension, the timing belt wants to try and jump teeth. With the 1/2-inch breaker bar right here and putting pressure up against the crankshaft pulley, it's preventing the timing belt from jumping any teeth. Have your partner tension the main tensioner pulley with a spanner wrench until the spanner wrench is perfectly vertical. Once the spanner wrench is perfectly vertical, come out from the wheel well and tighten the main tensioner pulley bolt with a torque wrench to 40 foot-pounds. Now once the main tensioner pulley bolt has been tightened, you can now remove the retaining pin from the auto tensioner. Once you have removed your retaining pin, the auto tensioner should put all the pressure necessary to keep your belt tensioned. Once that is done, you can now remove your wire ties. Once your wire ties have been removed, rotate your crankshaft several times to make sure your timing marks are still in a line. Now, if one of your camshafts is not in a line, don't worry. There is a trick that you can use to realign one of your camshafts without removing the timing belt. I would also highly suggest you replace your crank position sensor at this time. Now I'm going to demonstrate how you can reset the timing on one of these camshafts if it's not quite right. Now I've got a credit card sitting here, or any other bendable plastic will work. All you got to do is put this right here on next to the belt and the camshaft, and get your wrench and feed the credit card through the belt with the crankshaft. And once you've got it between the belt and the camshaft where no teeth is touching that camshaft in the belt, you can make the camshaft move with a wrench to reset the timing.